That's What He Said with Cedric D. Sanders.
100% real, raw, and uncut. Deadass.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything, from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we're worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filters. This broadcast starts now.
What's good? What's good? Move this.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tapping in and tuning in for another episode. I'm ready to go. It's Tuesday. It's been a long day.
Yeah, literally. It really has. And it's been hot. It's been hella hot.
Yeah. And it ain't about to get any cooler.
No, it ain't. It's stupid. It's really stupid. But
yeah, we're looking at triple digits Thursday and Friday, possibly here on the East Coast, which is not the norm.
Yeah.
Not the norm.
Not at all. Not at all. So, peace and love to y'all. Hope y'all enjoying y'all Tuesday so far. It's definitely been weird. Excuse me as I try to adjust this mic. But it's definitely been a day. It's been hot.
Muggy.
Yeah. They said it was supposed to rain, but no, we ain't get none of that.
No.
So yeah, it's been really uncomfortable to say the least.
Yeah.
So
Even with the AC on, it's uncomfortable.
yeah, that's true too. Yeah, that is very true.
I mean,
It
you
is.
step outside, you like, oh shit. Let me go back
Yeah.
in the house.
Let me go back in the house. Shit. I thought it was warm in the house. No, it's actually cooler.
Right.
But we I guess it's just been really kind of one of those days, I think, today. Trying to really understand like what's going on in the world is just, that's not even a conversation that is like you can even have on a podcast. It's literally like,
Yeah, things have been very interesting.
it's like,
I mean, the media, the news media and stuff, the things that are being talked about and discussed, it's gotten wild.
it's not even just wild. It's gotten to the point where I don't know. It's like I said, I'm not a I told you so kind of person, but sometimes like when you know certain things are the way they are and it's unfortunate and it's sad, and then when it comes out, it's like, damn, here we go. And you just
Really,
kind of just,
damn.
it's like, well, okay, well, I'm not going to even comment on that. It is what it is at this point.
Right.
But I think it goes without saying sometimes, you know, you can't get the truth sometimes out of the media initially. I mean, you're going to always have your assumptions. Oh, this person did this, this person did that.
Speculation, yeah.
And then it's like, it's almost like playing the lottery. You know, you hear about a jackpot, then you want to run and go get numbers, and you're a big proponent. I don't never play the lottery, but you never know. It could be just that one time. Well, it's just like the news. You look at the news and it's like, man, I hope it ain't a bunch of, bullshit going on the news. And what happens? You hear about a lady and a baby, and it's I don't get it. It's a sad situation altogether. And then, social media, which is the other media channel that some people subscribe to, some people don't, but a lot of us subscribe to it. And, when you in these social media streets, you flipping through the media or your timeline, and next thing you know, you come across a controversial conversation that I'm not going to get into because I'm building a panel so we can discuss it because it needs to be discussed.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
regardless of how big your platform is or how large or how small, it doesn't matter. I want to get a panel so that we can have these discussions.
Absolutely.
And it comes from different people, different circumstances, different lifestyles, different sexual orientations, all that. I want to have all of that. And the reason why is because it's not about who's better than or this, that, and the third. It's about how you feel about it.
Yeah, just having the conversation.
And then having a solution based to the point where if we, the powers that be, was in control, what would we change to make it better? And I want to have these discussions because these are the discussions that people are not having that we vote in office. These are the discussions that we have maybe on social media through comments and shit like that. And it's just comments.
Right. It goes nowhere.
It goes nowhere. And then all of a sudden, some months or maybe a year goes by and then legislation comes out and the exact comments you put down now is a law. And you're like, oh shit, I could have got paid for this. It's like, that's the first thing we think about instead of the reality. The reality is that our voice needs to be heard. It shouldn't be just a check in the block about who we voting for. It should be, if we feel that something I think is going to help and better, our surrounding areas, wherever we live at or whatever, we should be able to, our voice should be heard.
Yes.
Point blank, period. Our voice should be heard. And it should never be the hyper aggression of what somebody else thinks and threats or bullying, because at the end of the day, you're not solving the problem.
No, and you're entitled to your opinion just like everyone else. But what's the solution behind it?
And
what's the solution behind your question that you posed, and now you're getting comments? Is there a solution behind it or not?
We're going to continue this conversation. Tonight's topic is being approachable. So I think in retrospect, sometime one of the conversations that I want to have, and I'm going to put it out there, is I really want to have this conversation about women, trans women. And the reason why is because Just Hilarious had did a post on IG. Well, that's why I saw it at. I don't know if it originated on IG. May have, because I see a lot of her content and a lot of her things that she puts on social media through IG. And she was commenting on this trans woman's opinion about periods. And
wow.
I was like, yeah, okay. But when I have the panel, I will play it so that everybody is exposed to it, and then we can, have a conversation about it. And the reason why is because these are things that's being digested by us because we're exposed to it. Of course, is mainstream media going to talk about it? Hell no. And then people, we run that conversation as always. You shouldn't watch TV. It's always lies, blah, blah, blah. You're right. But if the water's poison, how are you to find out? You going to find out on Facebook? If they do a late breaking news and say a hazardous truck that had all kinds of chemicals in it, drove off the bridge, and now it's leaking these chemicals in the water supply. Please boil your water. Do not use the water. The water will be contaminated. Please do not use the water. And here go your silly no watching TV ass, no contact to the world, because that's just the way you living. And now you trying to take a shower, or you trying to, whatever. And now you're exposed to the water, and now you're a goddamn zombie. And now we go to check on your ass, and your ass is zombied the fuck out in the house. Then tore the whole house up. All because your dumb ass don't want to look at TV or nothing. Now your ass is zombied the fuck out.
Yeah, or, they didn't.
And I'm being extreme with that conversation, but even with that, it's not even just that. It's just, I'm not saying that everything on television isn't lies or isn't some type of deceit. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is, I don't know, chew the meat, spit the bone out. I mean, take what's there.
Yeah, some things you have to take with a grain of salt. You really do. Other
shit just, okay, that don't affect me. Whatever.
Let it roll off your back and keep moving.
Because at the end of the day, you already know it's going to be conversation on Facebook.
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless. And even if it's not conversation on Facebook or social media, it's still going to be conversation. It's going to affect some community where people are talking about it. Shouldn't you be aware of these conversations instead of just sitting there with the
dumbfounded look?
No, it's not even dumbfounded. It's like the I don't give a shit face. Like, it don't affect me, so why should I give a shit? And it's like some people should live their life that way. To a certain degree, I can agree with that. But to be cold heartless to people when they ain't done nothing to you, you don't know what they have to deal with. It's like we should have some type of a balanced structure of giving a shit about people instead of being diversity screwed in the face because it doesn't affect us. Why should I worry about it? Because then when it does affect y'all, now you want to play trauma victim. and sit there and why is it always happening to us? And oh my God. And it's like, really, the same situation just happened to somebody not even 2 weeks ago. And you could have said your piece or tried to help this individual or be somewhat of aware that the situation is going on. Now it's affecting you. And now all of a sudden you want people to care. You didn't. You didn't. And it's like, you the one that just had the shit sandwich that you just sat there and just ate and didn't even really just even pick your teeth out. Now you're talking about it with that same shitty smack, that shitty breath in everybody's face. Don't nobody want to hear you.
Yeah.
You weren't even there to help somebody. You was there, but you didn't help.
Yeah.
And people know that. Now it's affecting you and they're looking at you like, oh.
This motherfucker again.
The shoe's on the other foot now, huh?
Right. Exactly.
No. I think we have to understand that being approachable and understanding people is looking sissies on the camera.
Uh-oh. Hi, sissy.
Hey, Chawies. I don't know. People are just fucking weird to me. Like, okay.
I think it's just the way things are right now. Like the technology and the different things have gotten so far beyond where things were when we were growing up as kids,
Right.
that it really has truly taken over their life.
Yeah, it has. I think a lot of people govern their lives around social media just because they feel like
they're missing out.
Well, yeah, that's a big part. Yeah,
They're missing out.
They're missing out.
Oh my God, what happened?
Right, and it's like the whole soap opera that everybody watches or still watches or don't watch. It's like, oh my God, I got to make sure I'm there to watch it. And then if you don't watch it, you're trying to find an app so you can, watch it or whatever because you missed it. It's the same thing with social media. Shit, sometimes all you got to do is scroll your timeline. You don't find it on your timeline. All you got to do is type it in the subject block. Somebody said it was on the timeline. Shit, what?
Mm-hmm.
Just type the shit in the search bar. You're going to find it. I mean, because
Absolutely.
at the end of the day, most people that have social media, unless you know for a fact they don't put their personal business out there, they're going to put some personal shit out there. Most people, more so than not, going to put some personal shit out there. If you want to know something, you're going to find out.
Yeah.
But then you have people that actually care for other people, and they will use it kind of like a bulletin board and say, hey, if you're traveling down this road, be careful because woo, woo, woo. It's
Right.
like, you don't have people's text messages, but you got people on your social media that live in your neighborhood. So, it's like, whatever. So there's that when it comes to social media. But to me, you can't even be approachable if your life is dictated by social media. Everything you do and care about is controlled by social media.
Wow.
I'm not wearing that shit. They said not to wear it on fucking Instagram. I saw somebody say that on Instagram. I ain't wearing that shit. What?
Yeah, you're going off of the narrative of someone else. You can't. Like, if you want to fucking wear it, wear it.
I think
Be proud of what you're wearing. If you're comfortable and confident in what you have on, wear it. It shouldn't matter to anyone else.
you don't need a permission slip from Instagram to wear a damn outfit.
Right, exactly.
Or TikTok. That's what people are doing. People are using, social media as the permission slip for them to wear something, to a dance or whatever. It's like, I'm not going to wear this to the dance because, that's not what's trending. I could pull my phone out right now and show you what's trending. I'm trying to get one of these dresses. It's made by Gucci and boo, boo, boo.
Boo boo. You don't have Gucci money.
It's not even, well, I mean, then there's that. But I mean, it's, to me, you can't have your life dictated by social media or the people that are in it, regardless if they're influencers or not. Some people will tell you good things, affordable things, and then other people will just flaunt around in things that you can never afford. And now they give you the fictitious reality that you can somehow get this or obtain this by what you're doing. Bitch, you're going to school. You got to get up and catch the bus tomorrow. You fucking kidding me right now? You worrying about a $3,000 outfit and your ass is on Instagram up here giving fashion tips to people and you're sitting. No, take your ass to bed. Did you do your homework? The fuck? Tired of this shit.
Oh my God.
And school ain't even in. I mean, they still got some time.
School's not completely in session for the K through 12.
It's not.
I mean, it's in session for the college.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm talking shit. But y'all know what I mean. I mean, shit. I mean, how the hell is it? I mean, how is it okay for the whole reality of people to try not to, get out of their own situations and just stop listening? It's okay to support people. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's not okay to support people, because by all means it is okay to support people. What I'm saying is that you can't be easily influenced by someone else's particular way of living or particular way of dressing and try to adapt that way when you don't even understand it. You're just doing it because you're a fan or you're this. And it might be catchy. It may be something that vibes with you, and that's cool. Not saying don't do it. But what I am saying is you can't dictate everybody else's fashion sense because of what you pay attention to. That's how people's lives are being dictated nowadays, by social media. It's like you can't approach these people and have a decent conversation with them because now they're automatically referring you to Instagram 101.
Oh.
It's like, did you read the proverbs of Instagram / heart / emoji # go fuck yourself? No, I have not. Get the hell out of my face. Stupid shit.
I know, and I have to be transparent because there are some times where I will see something, because I've scrolled the timeline or whatever, or I'll get an alert on my phone about something, new breaking news or whatever, and I'll be like, babe, did you see or did you hear about blah, 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 blah? And he'll be like, no, I haven't. Or, yeah, I saw that shit 2 days ago. Where you been? The fuck? Well,
I'll see it and I'll keep scrolling.
I just got the information.
Look, I do pay attention to certain shit on Instagram, don't get me wrong. But I have to almost like do more research on the people. Like, I might know of it because people are talking about it on, different social media pages that I follow.
Right.
And then I have to go back and look at the shit because I'm not following that particular page because it's got ratchet shit on there, and I ain't trying to fall down that fucking rabbit hole because this podcast would be all kinds of fucking weird. Then, so I try to eliminate that, but then it's inevitable to get sucked in. I'm just gonna say that.
Right.
It's inevitable because listen. When we were growing up, we wanted to know the gossip because we didn't have social media. So when someone had to gossip, everybody was huddled up like, what was up? What was up? So-and-so had sex and then they think that she do. What? And then y'all just walk down, oh, damn. It's like y'all knew the gossip. Y'all ain't got to do that no more.
No, because that shit all over social media.
I appreciate that because now I can pick and choose which huddle I'm gonna get into. I ain't gotta sit there and sneak in the huddle and be like, who ate whose ass? What's going on here? Who need to go to the doctor?
I'm so done.
It's like,
Sissy. Guilty as charged.
I have been on the phone many of days with my sissy Chari talking about Krishan and Blueface. I mean, like, and she sucked me into the point where I started paying attention to the shit.
She ain't got me.
I was like, God damn it. This wretched shit. I'm almost 50. God damn it. And I was invested.
Yeah, after that, you are.
Because now you give a shit about one of the more so than the other.
Right.
And it's like the one you don't care about, you follow the most because 9 times out of 10, the person you actually, want to see or want to follow, they going to be in that video. So it's like you got to follow the ain't shit ass person just to get to the person that gives a shit. It's like, what in the baby Jesus is going on now?
Oh, damn.
I am too old for this shit.
But sometimes you get sucked into those things because you're intrigued by something. Something that you saw or something you read, whether it be in someone else's comment or it just be what the subject is or whatever. So you're like, oh, let me go check this out. And then the deeper you get into reading the comments and seeing what people are saying, you're like, oh, all right. And then you comment, and then the shit starts. Because it's once you comment something, somebody has always got something to say.
Yeah, I mean, and everybody is protected by this invisible wall that we call the internet. The only thing that they can see is your face because you put a profile picture up. And some people don't. Some people just ride these streets buck naked, just don't put, I mean, nothing. Just a blank ass profile image of nobody that I think they hijacked from me personally, MySpace. I think that is a blown up picture of Tom from MySpace. If you look at when you take
Weak.
If you take the profile picture away and you don't have a profile picture, pull up Tom's image and reverse that shit and pull it up to that picture and blow it up. I guarantee you that's a silhouette of his head.
I'm weak.
Okay,
He
maybe
said
not.
It's Tom from MySpace.
I'm just saying.
Done.
I'm just saying. He was on everybody's face, everybody's friends page.
Mm-hmm.
Could never block him though.
Nope.
So
he was in your business more than you.
Man,
were.
he was shit. He was on your page more than you was.
Oh shit.
So what else is going on besides the gentle idea of being approachable? Everything that we pretty much talked about is how we get sucked in to changing the way we believe and changing the way our mindsets are based off of social media. Whether it's good or bad, you only can take a little bit at a time.
Right.
I mean, don't allow the different reality, shows or the reality stars that's out there influence you to be trying to buy and get your fashion ideas from when you can't afford that. Some people need to understand the lane that they're driving in. Because sometimes they be Ubering and believing that they getting chauffeured by somebody. And this person is ultimately taking them and bringing them back home. This is how they believe social media is. When they go into these reality stars' lives and they start listening to them and talking to them and all this other shit. No, you are under the understanding at this point that you are now the celebrity because you have the juice, you have the sauce. You think you know everything. And now you're trying to dictate that what you know to everybody else. How? It makes you unapproachable. It's making you be someone that you're not. Being approachable is being authentically you. Being the only person that you supposed to be is you. Not the image of somebody else. Not somebody that just at the end of the day, when they see you dressed like them, they're going to probably think, one, you're crazy. Two, you're probably stalkerish.
I was just going to say you're a stalker or you're just a super fan of that individual or individuals and you just appreciate them for who they are.
Right.
And that's how you show your support.
And that's fine. I mean, but don't get completely crazy with it.
Yeah.
People like showing up to their house and shit and just knocking on the door. I really love you and I can't wait to see you when you come back. It's like, nigga, you at my house.
Yeah, why you popping up?
You at my house.
How'd you get through the gate?
No. See, I don't know. To me, there's a simple way of being able to appreciate certain people and not be overzealous with it, and overly abundantly, slow to the point where you're jeopardizing everything about you because you don't even know who you are no more because you're a following ass person and you're following this person. And now it's like you're so ate up that you are on their schedule. Stop all that. Stop all that. Short night tonight, y'all. Just wanted to be something short and sweet. Be approachable. Stop following so many people that are not influenced by you per se. They're influenced by they're influenced by the engagement that you put into following them. It's not so much they care about you. I'm not saying they wouldn't care about you, but to get to this celebrity status, to get to this famous status, well-known status, people have to really like your content, like what you do. You're being creative and everything else, and you're for the people. Now, following somebody and being able to understand that sometimes following people is a good thing because they actually motivate you to be the best version of you. But there's people that do things that I wouldn't say that they don't support their followers or they don't appreciate their followers. I just think their followers have an expectation that the people that they're following know them. That's not always the case.
Right.
Some people will definitely appreciate you. No, they might not know who you are, but they appreciate you taking the time to support them and, follow them. And every time they got new content, you're there, they appreciate that.
Right.
Some people do. Some people have an expectation that it's going to happen because they've been doing it for so long.
Yeah.
And some people can have that expectation, and it's not arrogance, it's confidence. It's because I know I can create great content and people are going to just grab to it and love it. And when they do, my numbers are going to shoot up because people share, and my numbers from the last video, the numbers went up, and the last, this went up. So it's like you have checks and balances. Yeah. Have checks and balances in your life as well.
Absolutely. So
anything for the people before we get up out of here?
The only thing I have is make sure you like, share, support us on all social platforms. Make sure you check us out on wherever you get your podcasts at. And don't forget to go check out our store. And I think that's it.
How you gonna tell people to check out the store and you ain't tell them where to go? I don't know where it's at.
The store is on our Facebook fan page, as well as, did you link it on the That's What I Said? No. It's not linked yet on the that'swhatisaid.com page, but go check us out on the fan page.
You go to the fan page, you'll see the post where it has the merch. It should be printify.com/that's what I said. I think it's merch 1 or whatever, but it's on the page. Check the That's What I Said page. It's on the That's What I Said fan page. Only thing that I got before we get out of here, like I said, we are going to do panel discussions. They are coming. We're going to expand the podcast and go in a different direction when it comes to doing live. I may just be doing them recorded, and we'll do lives when we do the panels. We haven't decided yet. I haven't decided yet. But when that decision happens, I'll make sure that I, touch base with everybody on the Facebook Live as well as the YouTube on what the haps on the lives when it comes to That's What I Said podcast. With that being said, y'all, hope y'all enjoyed the episode. We're going to be right back at y'all on Thursday. We out of here. Peace.
Thanks for listening to another episode of That's What I Said with Cedric Sanders. Make sure to like and subscribe to the show on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode.